Autograph color 8x11 posters of Backstreet Sonny Stone. Just $9.95, $25 shipping and handling. The Backstreet t-shirt, $12.95 plus $5 shipping and handling. Get a set of autograph keychains and the Backstreet intro song for $15.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. Or get it all. Backstreet autograph posters, the t-shirt, the keychain set, and the Backstreet intro song for only $35 plus $10 shipping and handling. Send check or money order to Chief Wahoo McDaniel School of Pro Wrestling. Care of Backstreet Sonny Stone, P.O. Box 410-824, Charlotte, North Carolina 241. Or visit the website at www.wahoo-wrestling.com/APW.
You are looking for exciting family entertainment and good food? Come watch American Pro Wrestling every Friday night at 7 p.m. at the Shamrock Cafe on lovely Lake Bowen, just outside of Spartanburg. See all the stars you see on WFBC TV C40 on Friday Night Slam. For more information, call 864-592-1666.
Paris, can you believe what we've seen right here on APW? The return of Shane Austin. And what about Jay Eagle being suspended for life?
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny Love has suspended Jay Eagle for life, and I'll tell you, somebody's got to get President James McCone on the phone because
I hear you.
Johnny Love is just going to the extreme. Shane Austin is back. We don't know whether he and Mickey Richards will reform the tag team, but either way, he's given us an explanation on what's going on. Bad blood between he and Bailey Steele.
You're exactly right, and fans, I tell you what, stay tuned every week right here on APW television as this story unfolds, and we'll see you next week.
Ready. American Pro Wrestling is here, and we're red hot tonight, so stay right where you are. Don't touch that dial. We're going to have a great time for the next hour. You don't want to miss it, so don't go anywhere. And at this time, I'll take you to the commentary table to Chance Williams and Dan Paris.
Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Miss Rhonda Bragg. Welcome to this edition of American Pro Wrestling. I'm Chance Williams, along with the Dr. Dan Paris. And I tell you, Dan, we have so many issues here in APW. We have Chief Jay Eagle being suspended for life right here on last week's television. And just Shane Austin making his return to APW. So many things going on.
And nobody really knows what's on Shane Austin's agenda. But the only thing I can say is great to see Shane Austin back in APW. We got Big Mac Truck, Mickey Richards in action, and much, much more. A big, exciting hour of APW.
Fans, so many things coming up. Don't you dare turn that dial because we'll be back right after this commercial timeout.
attorney Jeff T. Bailey and Big Hammer. And his opponent from Spartanburg, South Carolina, weighing 220 pounds, All-American Jason Davis.
Fans, welcome to this edition of American Pro Wrestling. I believe they've been welcomed enough, at least 4 times that I know of. Big Mac Truck making his first appearance here on American Pro Wrestling for this week. And the reason I say first appearance is because you never know with Jeff G. Bailey and his Klansmen, these guys can come out here 14 times in one day.
Well, Chance, I think sometimes Bailey seems to try to take over the TV broadcast and the house shows and everything else. I think he wants to just rule the roost here in APW.
The All-American Jason Davis making his first, is this his debut in APW?
No, actually, Jason Davis has made several appearances here in APW. Trainee from the wrestling school, Walter McDaniel's wrestling school here in APW. Got his work cut out for him, taking on Big Mac Truck.
And you know what, fans, we don't talk about the APW Wrestling Center much, but I do want to say this. If your dream is to be a pro wrestler, come out to the Chief Wahoo McDaniel School of Pro Wrestling. And you know what? Try out whatever it takes. Get in there and make something of yourself, because I'm going to tell you something. APW is a stepping stone to the so-called Big Two, and I've seen a lot of them go up there and make 6 figures and above.
Well, and Chance, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of guys that come out here to the wrestling school and try. But, you know, only a few finish up, and it's a very hard task to actually break into the sport of professional wrestling today.
Oh, and let me say this, too. I get asked every day, is it as tough as it looks? Or is it tougher than it looks? And I'm telling you, fans, take my word, it is rougher than you've ever imagined, because that mat is hard, and it does not forgive. Let's put it that way. It is one tough sport. And these guys are athletes, are in shape, and all the other things that goes along with being an athlete. I put them up against the NFL any day of the week.
Well, no doubt about it, because there is no off-season in professional wrestling.
You got it. That's exactly right. No off-season. Hard clothesline by Mac Truck. Mac Truck jerking him up. Jason Davis full of ride. Hard into that turnbuckle. The hard clothesline. Jason Davis being scooped up by the Mac Truck. Tombstone.
And he's dropped him right there with a big tombstone pile driver. That's it, Chance.
We got a 3 count right here on American Pro Wrestling as Mac Truck. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Why is this going on? This is totally uncalled for. Jeff G. Bailey is stomping a mud hole in Jason Davis.
Bailey's ego is totally out of control. He always has to have the hog, the spotlight, get involved in stuff that he shouldn't.
You're next, Sonny Stone!
Oh, come on, Bailey. Just running his mouth as usual. This guy never shuts up. Fans, it's a disgusting way to start off, but we're up and running here on American Pro Wrestling. Fans, let's take you up to the interview set with the one and only Dan Paris.
And all you scumbags at home, I want you to take a good look. You know, tonight we've got a hardcore title match, and I want you people to take a good look at what that snotty-nosed punk white trash did to this man the last time he was in the ring. Show him this. I want you to get a good close-up of that cameraman. That's a big 6-inch gash in his head where that little punk hit him with the chair from behind like the coward he is. Well, I'll tell you what, I've done a little investigating to find out about this white trash. He's just some little retarded kid named Steve Riley out of the ghetto of New Jersey. He never made it past the 8th grade. He's an embarrassment to his family, and he lives right down the road in a dumpster. He's a disgusting trend that's going on in professional wrestling these days, where any idiot who thinks he can put on a leather jacket and tie a flannel shirt around his waist and swing a chair and call himself a wrestler. Well, this man doesn't need a chair or anything else. because he is an athlete. He's a 3-time weightlifting champion, and he's beaten everybody that's ever been put in the ring with him. So tonight, we're going to take that little white trash and show him the meaning of hardcore. And I guarantee you when that match is over, somebody better call the EMTs, because white trash, which is exactly what he is going to be leaving this building on a stretcher. But before they can pull him in an ambulance, we're going to drag him off that stretcher and beat him some more. And I promise you, tonight will be the last time that you ever have to suffer the stench of white trash in this building. Except for all the people in the crowd, of course, because they're going to stink till the day is long.
£250. From Dallas, Texas, Terry Austin.
I'm so tired of these men trying to impress me with nothing. The same old routine and the smooth.
And his opponent, weighing 210 pounds, from Key West, Florida, Mickey Richards.
And all the girls say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Welcome back to this edition of American Pro Wrestling, as Terry Austin is going to take on Mickey Richards. And I'm going to go on record as saying Terry Austin is an up-and-coming national TV star. This guy right here has impressed me about as much as anybody in pro wrestling, because he's got the look, he's got the charisma, and he's definitely got the wrestling ability.
No doubt about it, Chance. And right now, Mickey Richards, a hungry young lion, also on the rise in the world of professional wrestling, going to have his hands full with Terry Austin. A very intriguing matchup, to say the least.
You know, I don't want to take nothing away from Mickey Richards, because he can go with the best of them also. But, you know, experience is everything in the real world, and experience is everything in pro wrestling. I tell you what, Terry Austin been around for, what, about 10 years?
10 to 12 years at least.
And it shows every time he gets in that squared circle. Not unless you go up against a monster like Stone Mountain, then you know what? Everybody's at a disadvantage with a guy that size.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, the only way you could beat him is if you actually just got him in a hardcore match and hit him in the head with a chair about 5 or 6 times and knocked him out.
Off that rope with a nice elbow by Mickey Richards, going for the cover. We're going to 2 count. Terry Austin. Good competition matchup right here as Mickey Richards is going up top. Mickey Richards didn't come to play, I promise you that. He's here to wrestle, and he's doing it good. Until then, nobody home on the big splash.
Missed that big flying body press attempt, and Austin having a great deal of ring presence, getting out of the way. And Richards is going to be sucking for air as he missed his target for sure.
Well, all right. Big spinning heel kick. Austin does it better than anybody as he comes up. Snapmare takeover. Off that turnbuckle. Yes, nice move there as he rips that neck. And that right there put a hurting on the hamstrings and the back area. And let me say this too. Terry Austin was named Terry Austin way before that other guy come along.
Terry Austin's been around for quite a long time. A nice looking backbreaker by Austin.
A slingshot into a backbreaker. I don't believe I've ever seen that.
Very innovative to say the least, Chance. Very innovative.
I've seen the slingshot into a suplex, but I've never seen him turn it into a backbreaker. That was a new move to me. And let me say this about Terry Austin. He'll fight fire with fire. It doesn't matter to him. Drapes him over that top rope. Make that the middle rope, but the damage is done. Terry Austin coming back up top.
Chance got to give him all the credit in the world. Probably one of the best technical wrestlers on the independent scene or in the business today altogether. Terry Austin can put it together.
Big boot to the midsection. Terry Austin going to that front row, going to grab a chair. He dumps it in the ring as he comes back up. He's got that chair off that far rope, off the chair with a big high leg drop. Going for the cover. We don't even get a warning. I'm surprised about that. Mickey Richards kicking out early.
Well, Chance, I tell you what, a chair has no business being in the ring right here at this point in time. If it comes into play, it'll definitely spell the end of this match.
Yeah, no aluminum chairs here in APW. Inside, well, nevertheless. Big high elbow drop and nobody home. Man, he must have been 12 feet in the air. Good clothesline by Richards. Man, this is a great matchup. Richards with another clothesline. Austin back up to the vertical base with a third clothesline. 3 times the charm. Eat some chair for dinner. Referee calling for the bell.
Total disqualification right there. Austin got frustrated. Now, what's Austin going to do with this chair?
Well, I think Austin is going up top, and I mean all the way up top, going to do the damage to Mickey Richards. And here comes Shane Austin. Shane Austin in to save his partner. Let me say something about Terry Austin. This guy right here, I believe one of his downfalls in pro wrestling is he cannot control his temper. Every time things get going the other direction, he's going to go get a chair or a baseball bat or whatever it takes.
Well, Shane Austin to save Mickey Richards. It looks like a prelude of things to come for sure here, Chance.
Oh, Mickey Richards saying, what's going on here? And the story continues here on American Pro Wrestling. Fans, let's take you up to the interview set with the Doctor of Wrestling, Dan Paris.
At ringside, Backstreet, Sonny Stone, and K-Crush. And this week here on TV, K-Crush, you've got a tag team title shot.
All I want is the belts. What you want, Backstreet?
All I want is the belts and Bailey's hind end, Mack Truck's hind end, Hunter's hind end, Cruiser's hind end, and Hammer's hind end. That's all I want. I want to smash them in the ground. They're like a pimple on my hind end, and I want to smash it. That's what I want to do, Crush.
Well, Backstreet, in closing, let's talk just a little bit about this new movie you've made with Mel Gibson. Give us a little background on this.
All right, Danny, it's not finished yet. It's going to be about 4 or 5 months before the movie's complete. But it's called The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson, due out around March, April of year 2000. Keep your eye out for Backstreet, because I'll tell you a little secret. I Take It to the Gut by Mel Gibson's how I get ended in the movie. So keep a lookout for Backstreet in The Patriot, y'all.
Okay, Crush, in closing, let's give one last words of wisdom for the champions who will be facing you in this hour.
Tough luck.
You heard it. Tough luck for the tag team champions in APW.
And we're wearing the gold tonight.
USA, with a combined weight of 490 pounds, the Great Hugo and Damian Steele. With a combined weight of 525 pounds, from Paris Island, South Carolina, Sergeant Piper and Private Spike.
Ladies and gentlemen, you talk about a grudge match. We got one right here as the Sergeant Piper and his sidekick, Private Spike, going to take on Damian Steele and the Great Hugo. And I'll tell you what, Dan Paris, apparently the Great Hugo and Damian Steele has formed some kind of alliance because they was here last week on television and they're back this week.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hope Damian Steele can collect his payday from the Great Hugo. As we know, the Russian Assassin is taking a little brief hiatus. I understand he's touring the Independence right now. Let's just see if Damian Steele can hold up real well with Hugo as his partner. So far, so good, Chance.
Well, it remains to be seen. Private Spike and Damian Steele. Damian Steele will go hardcore all day long, I promise you that. Thumb to the eyes. Don't even tie up with him. Irish whip across. Spike, hard clothesline. Make that a shoulder tackle. Hard to tell from this angle sometimes, fans. Just bear with us. So we call the matchups here in American Pro Wrestling. Nice belly-to-belly suplex.
I'll tell you, Chance, Damian Steele's such a fine young wrestler, a clean-cut young athlete. I just don't understand why Hugo would select